YouTube video, I'm going to show you how I repurpose my content. I'm going to show you how I start with one idea and I take one piece of content and I turn it into several pieces of content. You can follow this same exact framework, or you can take what I say and put your own twist to it, but just do what works for you. My goal is to make sure you, as a small business owner, get the best out of your Instagram marketing efforts. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you access to this content calendar so you'll always know what to post next on the Instagram. So if you want to find out how you can get your hands on this content calendar, stick around to the end. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Cheri. I'm a social media strategist and I help small business owners make more money, make more impact, and be more confident when it comes to Instagram marketing. And a big part of Instagram marketing is learning how to work smarter and not harder. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, because I'm going to show you guys how I repurpose my content to make sure, one, I am working smarter and not harder, and then for two, I want to make sure that I am hitting each and every social media channel that I am on and do it without being overwhelmed or burning out. Why should I repurpose my content as a small business owner? I'm sure that's the question that you have. Or maybe you don't have that question. Maybe you clicked on this video because you already know the importance of repurposing your content. The reason that you want to do that is because you don't want to have to come up with new content ideas each and every time you get ready to post on social media. I mean, it's just pointless. You can do that, you know, by all means necessary. If that's the route that you want to take, you can do that, but it's just not necessary. You don't need to do that. The best thing that you can do for your sanity and for your time and overall for your business is to repurpose your content. And again, you want to start with one idea and just break it down into several ideas. It is Cheri checking in for just a second. So another reason why you want to repurpose your content, and yes, all of the reasons that I said earlier are valid, but another important reason is because you want to make sure you are giving and bringing value with each and every post. And you know for a fact that you're doing that because you've already put in the dirty work. You've already did your keyword research and you researched this topic. So now you know the information that you are about to put out there on social is about to be valuable. That's the best type of content that you want to be posting for your small business. I said I'm going to show a little diagram here on the other side of the screen, and I'm just going to break it down to you in a way that I think it will register with you, and then you'll say, oh my God, what have I been doing with my Instagram content? Let me go ahead and just implement all of the things that Cheri is telling me in this video. What I'm sharing with you today, these are tactics. There's many parts of creating a social media strategy, and I talk about that in this video. You know, go watch it when you're finished watching this video. But I tell you that there's lots of steps in creating a strategy, okay? The tactics are just a part of the strategy. So this is something that I'm actually going to be going over in my social media day with Cheri that's coming up on August 29th. So if you are interested and you want to find out more about that, I'll leave the link down below. So when it comes to repurposing your social media content, I highly recommend that you start off with your longest form of content. Now, if you don't know what that means, I want you to think about your content, you know, efforts right now. What are you doing right now? Which social media platform do you spend the most time creating content for? For me, it's YouTube. I have to do keyword research, make a thumbnail to find tags, make sure I have a title and description and all of that stuff. So for me, my longest form of content is my YouTube channel. Now, this may look completely different for you. For you, it could be a podcast. For you, it could be a blog post. You know, for me, it's my YouTube channel. So after I've done my keyword research, and the best thing about it is because YouTube is owned by Google, you really only have to do keyword research one time if you have, let's just say, like a blog post, which I'll get into that next. So I do my keyword research for YouTube. You know, I have all of the keywords I want to hit on, and I make sure I optimize it to the best of my ability. Now, the next thing that I do with this very same YouTube video, well, with this topic, with my research and the information, is I take the YouTube video and I turn it into a blog post. And you remember, like I said earlier, that because YouTube is owned by Google, I really only have to do the keyword research one time. And I find long tail keywords that I stick either in my YouTube description and or I'll go ahead and stick it in my blog post. So I already have, again, the points laid out because I have outlined my videos. And I'll make sure I show you an example of how I outline my videos. So then all I'm doing next is taking that information and turning it into a blog post, you know, making a featured image, you know, a few pins and all that good stuff. And again, I don't want to overwhelm you, but I'm just telling you what I do to manage my social media content. Speaking of pins for Pinterest, Pinterest is another platform. It's actually a search engine. So I definitely recommend you get on Pinterest, make some pretty pins and pin them to group boards as much as you can. Once I go in and I create pins, I upload them to Tailwind and then I just kind of schedule them to go out, you know, so they just randomly go out. And Pinterest, y'all, is the #1 way. Like, the numbers show this, the data show this. Again, I will put an example up here on the screen and show you guys how Pinterest is still to today the #1 source for driving free traffic to my website. And the craziest thing about it is I don't pin as often as I should. Back when I did pin every day, all day, my views went through the roof. My website clicks went through the roof. I don't do it as often, but even with me not doing it as often, I still reap the benefits because people are still visiting my website because of Pinterest. Pinterest is a gold mine when it comes to bringing free traffic to whatever content you got. Don't even just have to be your website. It could be an Instagram, you know, post. You can use Pinterest to drive free traffic to your Instagram account. And I showed you how to do that in this video, so make sure you check that out at a later time. Moving right along to Instagram. The next thing I do is I take that same research, that same information, whatever topic that YouTube video is about, I take that and I make it into Instagram stories. And I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram stories, you may notice this pattern. And I just take these YouTube videos and I trim them into what I think 15 or 30 second videos over on Instagram. This is just for my Instagram stories, okay? So I usually try to do this twice a week. Now, in between time, yes, I still do post regular content on my stories. But for the most part, what I do is I take that YouTube video and again, I trim it down, I just make it short, and I just try to, you know, trim out the most important parts, like those parts that create a little bit of scarcity and those parts that make you say, oh, I need to go watch this video, okay? I need to go see more about what she is posting over on YouTube. So that's my whole breakdown with Instagram stories. Next, I move over to Instagram TV and I try to post an Instagram TV once a week. Now again, I'm using that same information from that first YouTube video. And literally all I'm doing is I'm taking those long tail keywords and I'm going over to my Instagram TV and I'm making sure I use them in like the caption or the description. And once again, I am trimming down this video. Instagram TV requirements, I think it's like 1 minute to 15 minutes. I think that's the requirement. I'll put it up here just so y'all can know. It's just a very short video, you know, and again, I'm focusing on the parts that are making you say, what is Cheri talking about? I need to know more about this, so I'm about to go watch her YouTube video. So hands down, this is my favorite of them all, y'all. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know I am the Reels queen. I just love posting Reels. It really started on TikTok, like my bad habits started on TikTok, and then when Instagram came out with these Reels, I was like, okay, yeah, that's just a way to make my content more interesting and more relatable, and that's exactly what it did. So, but again, we won't go there. That's that's like a whole nother video. So next, I take that information from that YouTube video and I see how I can turn this into Reels. Here is where some thinking comes into play. What I do to get video ideas is I basically just scroll. When I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok, I am scrolling for ideas. I'm barely even on there for enjoyment at this point. Most of the time when I am on Instagram or TikTok is because I'm looking up video ideas, whether it be for my own social media presence or the presence of one of my clients. But either way it goes, that is the #1 way to get ideas, especially trending ideas. So when I'm on Instagram, I'm saving those real ideas to my collection. When I'm on TikTok, I'm saving those ideas to my favorites. So basically, I'm taking the information from, again, that very first YouTube video and I'm turning it into 2 Reels. I also take those Reels and I repurpose those over to TikTok. I used to record all of my videos in the TikTok app, but then Instagram came out and they said that they didn't want us to display any other logo from any other platform, or they will not expose your content to that many people, which pretty much that means they're going to decrease your reach, and you know, we don't want that to happen. So what I started doing now was I record in Instagram, which it sucks. So, you know, if you're watching this and you work at Instagram, please let them know that they need to fix our editing capabilities over on Instagram because it really sucks. But anyway, tangent. So I record in Instagram because I'm forced to, and then I take those videos and I just repurpose them over to TikTok. Now we have one idea, and we have repurposed that one idea into about, I think it was maybe about 10 or 11 pieces of content. Okay, so you can't beat that. Thank me later. But what I'm saying is that this works. And if you're really smart about it, you'll go ahead and batch your content. So then this way you can spend about 4 hours, you know, recording, editing, making captions, go ahead and applying your hashtags. You can spend 4 hours getting it all done, and then throughout the week you can focus on more important things that are going to help you grow your small business. Whew. I know that was a lot. I mean, it felt like a lot, even coming out like I'm tired right now. But I tried to simplify it. Repurposing your content is something that doesn't necessarily come as easy to you, especially if you're just starting out. But I promise you, if you take these ideas and follow this exact framework that I just shared with you in this video, you'll be on the road to creating the perfect Instagram marketing strategy for your small business. And while we're at it, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know that I have a social media day with Cheri. It's an online virtual event, and it's only for 10 business owners, and I have 8 seats left, and I would love for you to join. Again, it's an online learning event where I'm going to teach you all about Instagram marketing for your small business. Okay, we're going to talk about how you can establish content pillars. We're going to talk about different ways that you can automate and batch create your Instagram content. And last but not least, we're going to talk about engagement ideas, things that get people to interact and engage with your content so you can land those followers who end up turning into paying clients. Okay, we're going to talk about all of that. I'm so excited for Social Media Day with Cheri. If you are interested or know another small business owner who would benefit, make sure you let them know, and I'll leave the link down below. If you did like this video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you do have any questions about what I went over in today's video. If you like social media marketing tips to help you grow your small business on Instagram, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. until next week, I'll catch you guys with a brand new video. Bye-bye.